Children's Institute is committed to identifying through research and best practice programs that enhance the lives of children and families and help them be better prepared to enter school successfully.
In Lane County, Cornerstone Community Housing is providing a hub for the community that's bringing in services to meet families' needs. In Wallowa, there's some really exciting work being done between Winding Waters Clinic and Building Healthy Families, which is a community organization. Children's Institute sees its role as lifting up that work, being the ones to communicate about it across the state, including with policymakers, so that we can increase support of these programs.
Where's the mouse?
We were fortunate here in Lane County to have a lot of people who were willing to invest time and energy in looking at how we can help kids be successful before they enter school. What Cornerstone does is that they've recognized the fact that just merely providing housing is not enough, and that there are other kinds of things that need to be attached to that to help families grow and be successful.
My work with Cornerstone Community Housing is really to work directly with families one-on-one.
Every month there's something going on, and you can reach out for help and they'll help you.
So if a family is in need of a primary care doctor, I can help provide that. However, the next family, it might be that they're food insecure and they really need to have extra food provided for them.
It helps me a lot because I could go in there and get food, vegetables for my kids. A week before the month is over, we're almost running low.
Being able to individualize what each family needs really allows for a whole community of Cornerstone residents to be lifted up into living better lives.
The kinds of program that Cornerstone is developed here really is about helping children start to develop those social emotional skills that will prepare them to enter kindergarten and be successful. The Children's Institute takes information that it gleans from programs like this and uses it to help inform its decisions about what to advocate for from a policy standpoint.
The advocacy that the Children's Institute can provide for the families that I work with so that we can continue the work that we do is really critical.
Wallowa County is one of those great ranching communities where people and families have been here for generations and they live and own and work and love the land.
There's a great deal of generational poverty here, but our strengths are the amazing community that we have.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
We started universally screening all the kids in our practice at every well-child visit with the ages and stages questionnaires to look at development, and were a little bit overwhelmed by what we found and by the need that this uncovered, which led us to look outside our walls and see who we could partner with to change the fate of these children.
In Wallowa County, our partnership with the clinic is so unique. We are able to take home visitors that are trained to work with moms prenatal to 3 and bring them to OB appointments, have them come the day the baby's born to do a new baby screening, and then really walk with those families along the way.
When I first met Carolina and Refugio, they were such a happy family. It came as a surprise to me when I was doing a developmental screen on Tony a little later on and realized that he was lagging in the language area and that they didn't actually have any books in the home. It started really simply with me calling Maria and saying, "I need books."
Liz had called and said, "I have this 3-year-old, but he's not bilingual, he's Spanish speaking only." We were taken aback by how smart Tony was and also the support from the family.
Querer escribir un poco sobre Tony, cómo desarrolló, cómo fuera antes de tener muchos libros y el estudiante que está ahora.
Ya empieza a leer poquito más, ya mira más sus libros.
Tony was involved in Building Healthy Families preschool program and then went into Head Start and on into kindergarten. And having those books available and those resources available have really allowed him to succeed. He's one of the top readers in his kindergarten class.
We have several home visiting programs that work with moms from prenatal to the age of 3 or 5. And they not only support families with parenting tools and help learn about developmental stages, but one of the big roles is connecting families to resources.
Well, Mindy was living in the Kennewick area of Washington, and she was living with her sister, basically in a homeless situation, and she was pregnant with Trinity at the time.
I think you had a 19-year-old with a lot of trauma in her own youth who was not prepared for being a mother.
When I met Mindy, she was still pregnant with Trinity, and the first 2 visits she wouldn't even look at me. She was so shy.
Well, if Building Healthy Families wasn't there, I don't know what I would actually do, because they actually helped me with everything.
Liz just took a very personal interest in Mindy and in getting this baby birthed into the world, and for her to be, a happy, healthy baby when she got here.
We found out that she was very, very smart, but had never finished her high school education. So we helped her to study for her GED. She was our fastest recipient of a GED.
She said "Mama" the other day, and I don't know, it was really exciting actually. I think I'm a good mom, but I still have a lot to learn.
Mindy's success is what we all strive for. It is the ideal of what can happen with a partnership like this. It shows how holistic wraparound supports, not just for the child, but for the family, can really benefit the entire situation and have impacts not just for years, but literally for generations.
The Children's Institute for me has been an eye-opener for a couple of things. It has showed me that we have the ability to change our fate, if you will. We know these early years are important, and we know that if we provide these young brains with the tools to learn, they will, and they will grow and thrive. And policy changes really can impact that.
The Children's Institute is my primary connection to the legislature. Without the Children's Institute's support, I wouldn't know how I can best represent not just Building Healthy Families and Winding Waters Clinic, but how I can help represent rural Eastern Oregon and the families that we serve.
Children's Institute is playing that role of building broad support and increasing investments in programs and services that support families.
Children's Institute's philosophy of advocacy and promoting early childhood development and helping others provide programs and services that can do that just seems to me the right path to take if we really want to be successful.
Our goal is to ensure that all children in Oregon have access to the services and supports that they need to be healthy and thriving.